Okay, hey there, it's Zach, I'm back, and I've got the set from the last video, and I thought maybe it'd be fun to do a video taking the next step here, because I just showed some stuff, and it was only 2 tracks. It was just a kick drum and a TAL bassline 101, but I thought it was sounding kind of cool. What's playing is this sequence. It's going through the LenStepper and the KeyStepper, and that's where we're getting in. So we can change patterns and get different results. And along the way, you know, control the synthesizer, because these Knobbler knobs are mapped to parameters in this synthesizer, and it doesn't even have to be on the screen. Okay, and then the other thing that I thought was special from that set was the delay. And let's just look at that real quick here. So let's mellow this out a little bit. If we go to the delay device, we see that the filter's turned on, and I like to make the width of the filter narrow, so it's a bandpass filter. And then part of the effect is what frequency range is this filter allowing through, and then that influences the you know, how the delay sounds. And it lets you do things like run the delay at maximum feedback and not have it get muddy and crazy, because you can just sweep the frequency around here. So it can, you know, Knobbler plug, you know, I'm controlling a synth parameter with this hand and a delay parameter with this hand. And that feels like an important part of what I can do as a performance in this set. Okay, we can send less to the filter, maybe turn this down or stop it. Okay, so that's kind of a mid thing, you know, percussion. Oftentimes I like to just record percussion things. I got some percussion over there, and I'll record it a few different ways, and oftentimes with these little binaural in-ear mics that I've got. Cool, great. So put that in a simpler slice on transient, reduce the sensitivity so it hits what I'm trying to hit. It looks like I'm gonna have to do a little cleanup on this one, but it's not too bad. And it's not the end of the world if you put the transient too early. And then, you know, if your notes coming in are like fully on the grid, well, maybe this is a way to get some timing variation if you know, make some of these hits late. Okay, so what we've got is and so if I send this a variety of notes, I'll get back, you know, different sounds. So maybe this is a place where I could use I'm just gonna go with the flow here. Moire Arp. Let's say we're at like, let's do, I don't know, yeah, sure, 5 notes. Start step 4, 16. So every quarter step increment, let's say 3, and start steps lower, and we're gonna start it lower than C1. So this first one's not gonna count. And then so we'll just get an interesting interaction here. And let's put it on poly, because there's points where we're gonna get more than 1 note. Okay, so Moire Arp needs 1 note, and we're gonna give it the note below C1. Kind of sounds lame, but I think it's a good surface to work from. Let's go TapPanZeit. And then shaper volume. See? That's kind of cool, isn't it? Let's make this 8 measures, and we'll get even more interesting patterns out of it. It'll be less repetitive. something else. Walkabout Wood Mallet binaural. What's this one? Okay. Let's use another KeyStepper, LenStepper, KeyStepper. Done. Let's see. Okay. Maybe those can get grouped together and do something with them. Oh, and I've got a roar rack that I like to use. Ooh, instant volume. Maybe I need to adjust that. Anyway, there's just one roar inside of here, and it's just controls that I like to use in roar, and it's all mapped up and ready to go. Otherwise, roar has, like a million parameters. Do this, but make it quieter. I want like a sub thing, so let's do analog. Let me just put down a couple Fs. That will get annoying quickly. Okay, let's rack this, and let's put something in here like a roar. How about that, huh? Okay, so let's do something for, we know F works, sure, but let's do something interesting for the notes here. Oh, just in the spirit of the season, let's go TriggerSeq. And we give it a note, and that starts the sequence, and we're going to be in relative pitch mode. So let's just give it an F and see what happens. Okay, just got the one note here, and that triggers the sequence. So should we cheat? And by default, it's scale aware. And then this bottom row is the note length. And based on this number here. So, oops, not 0. I kind of like those 16ths though. We're just going to leave it on that. And, oops. Save a preset. Let's try another one. Okay, and let's put this preset onto a knobbler slider. Let's say here, and then also we want the filter and decay for this bass instrument. Let's make it a different color because it's right next to something blue. Let's do this dark orange. Yeah, cool. I'm not unhappy with how that sounds. Anyway, that's just some fun stuff. A fun way to interact with it, make it happen. Okay, there we go. Peace out. Bye now.